Hello, everyone. So, today, what we are going to do is we are going to do a little bit of a review and we're going to kind of add on to it. So, yesterday, or not yesterday, but our last lesson was about using slope intercept form and using it to help us figure out real life scenarios. So, for instance, here's a couple of the problems that we did the last time. And the last time we did, for instance, this number 5, this truck rental. And the truck rental was, it charged $19.95 to rent, and then it charged 24 cents every mile. And what we learned is we turned things into y equals mx plus b, with the understanding that m was whatever was going to be our constant rate of change. So whatever in the problem was going to happen repeatedly. So here, our constant rate of change was 0.24, 24 cents. And then our b value was always the value if there was an initial fee or there was a starting point. Okay, if there was a starting point, we had a b. And so we decided that our x was the number of miles because that was the one that's connected to our rate of change. Miles, the wording of miles is connected to our rate of change. And then we decided y was our total cost, because after we use these numbers, we're basically figuring out our total cost. And so then what we did is we had this problem and it said find, I think it says find how much I should really see what the words are, but my face is in the way. Find the cost to rent a truck and drive it 188 miles. So we took this slope intercept form that we could create, again, y equals mx plus b. M, the slope, was our rate of change. Because again, rate of change, slope, all of those things are kind of just another way of saying the same thing. So we have this 24 cents and we put it 24 cents x plus 19.95. And so then when it asked me 188 miles, we plugged it in and we solved it. Okay, this allowed us to take a word problem, plug something in, and figure it out. We even did problems where they gave us the end goal. So for instance, this one, it was talking about descending 75 feet per minute. When I started at 1,400, how long would it take to get to the ground? And so we plugged in 0 for our y, because we wanted to know how long it would take to get to the bottom, to 0. And then we were solving our one-step equations. We subtracted the 1,400 over, and then we divided the negative 75 over, which gave us 18 2/3 minutes, or 18 minutes and 40 seconds. So we're going to take this. We're going to apply it again. So today we're going to do find the better deal. You know me, Mrs. Schultz loves a good deal. I love a good coupon. I love a good deal. Anytime I can find a way to save money or get the best option, I do. So this is one of those. And this is how I can use slope intercept form in real life to figure out the better deal. And it actually can happen. It actually does happen. So the first thing, it says, find the better deal. Charlie would like to change cell phone companies. He found the following ads in the newspaper. The company Chit Chat costs 30 cents per minute. But it also costs a $15 monthly fee. The company Stay Connected costs no monthly fee, but it does cost 45 cents per minute. So off the top, I might say one's cheaper than the other, but in the grand scheme of things, it all depends on a few variables. So let's check those variables out. So it says, answer the following questions to help Charlie. Write an equation for each company's paid plan. Okay, so let's write our equations. Let's think about this in slope-intercept form. Is there a rate of change? Is there an initial fee? And so what we're doing is we're coming up with an equation for a monthly bill. Okay, not for a yearly bill, for a monthly bill. Okay, so if this was a monthly bill, I'm going to look and I'm going to say, Chit Chat cost me 30 seconds per minute. That's my rate of change because it says 30 seconds per minute. That means 30 seconds every minute. And $15 monthly fee. That means automatically I'm starting at $15, right? Okay, no matter what. So that means that my M should be 30 cents per minute and my B is 15. What's stay connected going to be? Write it down. Tell me what you think. Hopefully you came up with Y equals 45 cents X. Now, this one doesn't have a B, and that's okay. It doesn't have a B because there's no monthly fee. There's nothing that's going to be charged to me every month no matter what. There's no initial fee. So now the question is, Charlie would like to spend $90 per month on his cell phone plan. So he knows, he's like, I have $90 to spend. That's it. I'm going to spend it. Which one's a better plan? Do you get more out of being chit-chat, or do you get more out of being stay connected? Well, the only way to do it is math. So let's do this. So I go ahead and $90 per month. Is that my Y or is that my X? Hopefully we're saying Y, because what I'm figuring out here is X is the number of minutes, because if we recall, this says 30 cents per minute. That means my X value is minutes. Okay, so if I plug it in, 90 minutes for chit chat, $90 for chit chat, and I go ahead solve it. I get rid of the 15 first because I have to get rid of my addition or subtraction first. And so now I have 75 equals 0.3x. And then I divide by 0.3 and I get 250 equals x. That means chit chat, if I spend $90, I get 250 minutes. Solid. All right, so now, what about if I plug it into this one? Oh, I forgot the x there. And it's not going to let me put it there, so I'm going to just kind of do it myself. X. There we go. 0.45x. So how do I solve that? Well, I want to get my x alone. It's connected by multiplication. So to get rid of multiplication, I divide. And I get 200 equals x. Stay connected gives me 200 minutes. Wait a minute. I'm sending $90 here and $90 here. One gets me 250 and one gets me 200. Which one's the better deal here? Hopefully you said 250. Even if we don't like to talk a lot, it's nice to have the option. So chit chat will be the better choice because you'll get more minutes for the same exact price. Now, the question I have for you, is this always going to be the case? Is there a dollar amount that I could spend that I would have more minutes to talk with the stay connected? In your homework today, one of the first questions is going to be in reference to this one. So again, I'm just going to put this up here. We just figured out that if I'm spending $90, it's a better deal to go with chit chat. The question in your homework is going to be, is it ever a better deal to go with stay connected? And when would it be, if it is? So that's going to be a part of your homework. The other part of your homework is going to be problems that look similar to the one that you had to do that we did here, where it might say, like number 6, Ava started with an account of $500. If she plans to save $75 each month, find the total balance after 2 years. Now, this one was great because we had months and years. We had to remember that if we're making our X into months and our Y is total saved, then when we go and plug into our formula, then we're not plugging in 2 years, we're plugging in 24 months. But we're gonna, the problems that you're gonna have are gonna be like these that were on our notes from the last time, and my one about chit chat. So go ahead, head over to Schoology to work on your assignment. Bye, guys.